Hi there, this is Solitary Ronan from Solitary Ronan Films, and welcome to another episode of my Eurekas in a row, where I go through my Eureka Masters of Cinema series by runs of at least 3 spine numbers concurrently. And today we've got a run of 3, which is spine number 81, 82 and 83. And they're all English language, unbelievable. So number 81 is Sam Fuller's White Dog from 1982, starring the wonderful Paul Winfield and Burl Ives, amongst others. And obviously Sam Fuller was a shy, retiring, introverted character who made lots of in-your-face films, and this one's probably his ultimate, as it's about the story of a white dog, but don't get too excited, Disney fans, that's trained to attack black people. And Kirsty McNichol, she hits it with her car, and then takes it to Paul Winfield. Once she realises it seems to be attacking all the black people that it sees, which obviously leads to problems for her, because people think she's got a racist dog and that she's trained it. Obviously Paul Winfield, if you don't know, is African American himself. He was one of the many people shot up by Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator, along with poor Lance Henriksen. He's always getting shot up by strange alien creatures. And it's a battle of wills between dog training and attacking Paul Winfield. But again, it's absolutely compelling, absolutely in your face. As it's an older one, it's got a DVD as well, and it's got a wonderful booklet. Great acting. There's the man himself, Sam Fuller, always with a cigar. And obviously Sam Fuller is not shy about talking about his own films, which is wonderful. So there's interviews with Sam Fuller, and there's also a part interview with the dog. It's just a wonderful film that a lot of filmmakers wouldn't touch with a barge pole, but of course Sam Fuller was fearless. Oh, come on, Julie, you've got a 4-legged time bomb. Yes, not a Disney film, but that's why we all love Sam Fuller. He's still kind of underrated, and I'm guilty as much as anybody else about not talking about him as much as he really should be. But White Dog is one of his very best. And then speaking of one of the very best, number 82 is one of the greatest films of all time. Ace in the Hole, probably my favourite Billy Wilder, with Kirk Douglas as his sleaziest, nastiest, stop at nothing. He plays Chuck Tatum, a newspaper man who's been kicked out of all the major cities, and he's dumped in Arizona in the middle of nowhere. Or is it New Mexico? It's New Mexico. I apologise to the people of Arizona. It's Albuquerque in New Mexico, and he's stuck out in the middle of nowhere, trying to get back into the big leagues by doing anything he can. And he comes across this story just when he's out driving, and there's a trapped miner, and he mines the tragedy for all he can. I mean, Kirk Douglas has never been as magnetic, sneering, slimy, treacherous but absolutely compelling. I mean, the miner's wife is almost just as bad. This is a 3-disc set, Blu-ray and 2 DVDs. Again, the dialogue is just sensational, absolutely black. I wonder what American cinema would have been like in the 70s if they didn't have the 50s first, apart from Out of Numerical Order. Yeah, it's right up there with Sweet Smell of Success as its jet black heart. So set in a lovely world soaked in sunshine, but there's no sunshine that gets through. It's got one of the best kind of final shots or two, as Kirk Douglas literally comes into our lives. Just absolutely stunning, and completely relevant today, with the way news outlets aren't really news anymore. The news used to state facts and tell you facts. It doesn't really tell you facts anymore. The news is entertainment, and the news is people giving your opinion on what happened, not actually telling you what happened. Talk about masculine toxicity. Kirk Douglas is literally head to toe in it, but it's an absolute masterpiece. And then number 83, another one which might be in the argument for the greatest comedy of all time. This is Hal Ashby's Harold and Maude, which again, obviously the term black comedy is almost redundant to this point, but if you're trying to grade whether a comedy is black or not, it's generally how does it compare to Harold and Maude, and that usually gives you a clue. From 1971, Ruth Gordon's finest hour and a half, and she's had quite a few. I was in Rosemary's Baby. Bud Cort as the young man who's obsessed with death and suicide who meets her. Cyril Cusack's in it as well. Again, this is just a Blu-ray. Apologies to all you DVD fans. One of Hal Ashby's best, if not his best. Just absolutely wonderful. I don't know whether this has got a 4K, but could do with a 4K. And it actually made me buy a couple of Cat Stevens albums, because the music in it is wonderful as well. So that's Harold and Maude. So all three of these, even though they're American, are absolutely fantastic. And you could argue that they're the best of their kind in whatever field or genre you want to put them in. But absolutely tremendous stuff. So that's by number 81, 82 and 83. I will be back with another episode, and I think I've got a run of more than 3 films this time. It's quite a big run, so hopefully you'll join me for that. So please let me know if you've seen these 3 films, if you have them in Eureka MOC, which one's your favourite, and hopefully you'll join me again, as I said, for the next bumper episode. So this is Solitary Ronan from Solitary Ronan Films, saying farewell.